Good morning, Ruse. What an incredible sight. Sweeney filled with so many people, our people, faculty and staff, students and alumni, donors, community partners, civic leaders, elected leaders. Thank you all for being here today. What we saw and what we see on campus every day is the story of people who do not believe a university should settle for an either-or philosophy. But instead, it is courageous enough to embrace a both-and mentality. We can pursue serious education and perform high-level research. We can honor tradition and relentlessly pursue innovation. We can make education accessible and achieve the highest levels of excellence. Every day, we do all of that and more. And yet, there's much more to come and much more to do. So today, we stand at yet another historic inflection point in the momentum of our university. We will look back years from now and think of today as the pivotal moment that launched the next wave of transformation for UMKC, for Kansas City, and for great state of Missouri. But before we begin the next climb, let's look back at the dramatic new heights we have already reached in the last decade. We have defied national trends by breaking enrollment records and boosting our graduation and retention rates. Simultaneously, we have catapulted our research enterprise into the top tier of research universities in the country. In February, we learned that we had achieved the coveted Carnegie R1 research classification, placing us in the top, yes, placing us in the top 6% of all universities nationally. And people are noticing our progress and are generously contributing to our growth. Our philanthropy, supported by alumni and our donors, has grown by leaps and bounds, building a strong foundation to pursue our dreams. And as we have excelled at UMKC, national recognition and rankings have followed. Our trajectory is clear. Almost every major indicator is moving in the right direction. And none of it is accidental. It is the product of sustained vision, disciplined execution, and hard work on part of a RU family and a community that believes in this university. Innovative new degree programs are another way we aim to attract new students. To that end, in the past year, we have added a bachelor's degree in architecture, a master's in legal studies, an MBA in business analytics, and more. These new programs are exceeding enrollment expectations. And this year, we expect to add a bachelor's and a master's degree in AI, artificial intelligence. Another innovation on the drawing boards is a 3-year bachelor's degree. We are working with the faculty and the Missouri Department of Higher Education and Workforce Development to see how we can develop reduced credit bachelor's degrees for some disciplines. These initiatives will help lower costs and debt for students, will of course also need the approval of our Board of Curators. In 2026, we will break ground on the long-awaited expansion of the Olson Performing Arts Center, a $35 million Phase 1 project that will give our incredible UMKC conservatory students and faculty state-of-the-art rehearsal and performance facilities. Also in 2026, we will complete the renovation of the Atterbury Student Success Center, creating beautiful functional spaces for a welcome center, student recruitment offices, advising, career services, among others. This space will reflect the energy and excellence of the people who work there every single day. And then by early 2027, we will move into a new healthcare delivery and innovation building in the UMKC Health Sciences District. This $145 million facility, the biggest capital project in our history, will bring community dental clinics, hi-fi medical simulation labs, biomedical engineering, and data science spaces, and community health facilities all together under one roof. It will serve as a launchpad for the next generation of care, a place where dental students, medical students, scientists, and engineers learn side by side, preparing to deliver better outcomes because they're trained together. We are launching the Chancellor's Distinguished Lecture Series for our intellectual enrichment. Starting next year, we'll launch a new annual tradition that brings some of the world's most accomplished thinkers, Nobel laureates, Pulitzer winners, and innovators to our campus. The series will renew and reinforce UMKC's role as a gathering place for big ideas and meaningful dialogue. So this year, we're taking steps to launch RU Ventures, a commercialization and entrepreneurship engine that will connect researchers, students, and industry partners to move ideas out of labs and garages and into the marketplace. RU Ventures will help our faculty and students form startups, launch technologies, find investments, and forge partnerships that turn UMKC discoveries into Missouri jobs, economic growth, and national competitiveness. Plans are underway for a new cross-disciplinary institute that will bring together scientists, engineers, and clinicians to work on urgent problems related to biomaterials for healthcare, materials synthesis, biomanufacturing, and critical materials, the materials that are essential to power our batteries, our computer chips, our motors, and the turbines. This institute will add to UMKC's new era of research growth and keep us at the forefront of innovation nationwide. And that brings me to our biggest idea. We have developed a proposal so audacious that it could change the future of Kansas City as we know it. I know that's a bold claim, but hear me out. If you look around the country, you can point to cities that embraced research or innovation in a way that utterly transformed the trajectory of those communities. Think of the San Francisco Bay Area before a small innovative partnership between a university and a company there launched what we today call the Silicon Valley. That innovation changed the computing industry, and it spurred massive wealth and tens of thousands of jobs in that community that last even today. Similar things happened in Austin, Texas in the 1980s, when a university was bold enough to launch a new concept. Our idea, from the bright and unconventional brain of Professor Tony Caruso, our Vice Chancellor for Strategic Initiatives, is the Critical Materials Crossroads. UMKC was recently selected by the National Science Foundation Regional Engines Innovation Program as one of the 15 finalists out of the 285 proposals competing for a 10-year, $160 million grant based on critical materials. The next step is an NSF site visit in January. We would partner with businesses, governments, and other regional universities to launch and build out this unique and very large research and production campus spanning hundreds of acres. That is an ambitious idea. But many of the ideas have laid out here today are. But this is the time to be ambitious. We must aim high. We must be bold. Together, all of us have the power to take UMKC further than ever before by investing in it. And so, my friends, the big announcement for today, I give you Blue and Bold, the campaign for UMKC. Blue and Bold is the most ambitious campaign in our history, not just because of the number we have set as a goal, but because of what it represents, a shared belief that UMKC's best days are still ahead. You see, when we invest boldly in UMKC, we invest boldly in the future of Kansas City. So now, let me share the goal for this historic effort. As I said, the most ambitious fundraising campaign ever launched by UMKC. Just how ambitious? $700 million. $700 million. Would you like to know how much we have already raised through the silent phase already? Well, let's find out together. I'd like to invite Rachel and Nelson Sabatas, along with all of you, to join me up here.
So I'm excited to let you know that we have to date raised $335,869,017.02. So give yourselves a round of applause.
This is our time. This is our moment, our movement, our momentum, our next great chapter. Together we will write it and we will live it. So let's go out there and show the world what blue and bold really looks like. Thank you, and Rua,